guys, welcome back. Konnichiwa. Herzlich willkommen. So guys, update here on Palantir, ticker PLTR, not anymore trading on the New York Stock Exchange, now trading on the Nasdaq. That's why I have to recreate here the chart in TradingView. But before we start, guys, happy Thanksgiving and a blessed day for you and your families. I hope you have a wonderful day. So guys, let's start here with the chart. Let's check the price action for Palantir. If you didn't see my previous videos, I think we trading here in a trend channel, or we broke out here in an existing trend channel which has been created here back in 2020, 2021. So we have to talk about the price targets here for Palantir. And as I said, this is now a little bit of an adjusted chart. Usually I never change or adjust my charts, but I had to do it since we're now trading here on the Nasdaq. And yeah, the ticker has been delisted from the New York Stock Exchange. So that's why I had to create here a new chart, and I keep it as simple as possible. If you're new to this channel, guys, welcome. The main purpose is to educate you in trading. Usually I talk here about short squeeze stocks. Not only I talk about them, I try to predict short squeezes here in the market. So I will show you something on that later in this video, guys. So yo, Palantir is ripping, guys. Palantir is ripping, dripping, ripping. So we have here very, very strong price action. The all-time low was at $5.92. Yeah, we tried to catch that here. And you can see we had here already a surge of 1000%. Congratulations to everybody who bought in here in 2022, 2023. Very, very profitable. But keep in mind, guys, everything what shoots up quick to the upside can also come down very quick. I want just to show you, this is not to scare you. I give you just here my chart analysis. This is not financial advice, but we can see that when Palantir started to trade here back in 2020, and we see that the price action here has been in favor for the bulls of around almost 400%, which looks very good. But keep in mind, we had a very, very strong pullback when we reached here $45. And you can see that even a stock like Palantir, which is a very popular stock and of course very hyped, yeah, lost here in total minus 86%. That's why I say, guys, take your profits, yeah, make your own decisions, but we have to talk here about the price levels. And what you can see now, I adjusted this trend channel pattern a little bit compared to my previous videos. I made some research here in the chart. I checked all the time frames, checked the touch points, and what I think, guys, is that we are very, very near now to the top of this bull run here. For now, the market is still bullish. We have a lot of short squeezes right now, and that's why I think overall we have still a very good chance to see even new all-time highs in the next days for Palantir, that the stock is continued to surge. But in my opinion, the market is completely overheated right now. There is a potential that we see a bull run in 2025 and that the market just continues to rip. But be careful, guys. Usually when you have this kind of very strong explosive price actions, which you can see here, we have here we gapped up here so many times and building up here these straight lines, these straight up gaps, which is of course where the bulls showing their power. And that means of course we will not come back down to $5, but there could be a strong pullback. As I just said before, we had an 86% pullback here, but that was the beginning of a bear market here. November 2021 was the peak for most of the stocks. Palantir had its peak here a little bit earlier in January 2021, but the bear market started in November 2021 here. And you can see when the bear market is kicking in, guys, yeah, then we lose here a lot of profits from the stocks when you just hold it in a long term. Of course, overall we are on a very strong uptrend. That's why I created this trend channel pattern here, and that would mean, guys, that we are very, very close to the top. I cannot 100% confirm if this is the top line or if we have to extend the top line like that. This is what I had in my previous video. If this would be the case, then Palantir has room to go until $75 or even higher. But in my opinion, because I did some more research in the chart, we could be very close here to the top. Also, my previous videos, I said that the Fibonacci level where I expect a pullback was around $63. So we squeezed now over $63, but when we zoom in, then we can see that when the price touched here $63, the pullback started to kick in. So here was no pullback at all. We have here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 green candles. And then when we had $63 for the first time, with this candle here, then you can see a small sell-off reaction kicked in, the bulls came back, sell-off kicked in. So you can see the chart picture here during that days here is a little bit different compared to before, where we just started to gap up. And the reason is the bulls brought the stock back in this trend channel pattern. That's why I'm quite sure that at least the bottom line is very accurate on that. And the top line, we need to wait here for some touch points to confirm that as well. But as soon as this is confirmed, then we are quite sure how the algo is trading here, Palantir, and how this trend channel pattern is building up. Before we continue, guys, very important, we have here, this is of course the program what I use here is called TradingView. I use that for all my videos and for all my trades since many years, and I can highly recommend that, guys. And we have here a very special situation, because TradingView or I can offer you here a 70% discount, guys. This is a very limited offer here during Black Friday. I think they extended for 2 more days. So be quick, guys. You can save here 70% on the premium tier, which means you just pay $16.69 per month and you get even 1 month for free. This is the best offer I ever seen for TradingView. I think they have that just once a year. So if you want to get that program for yourself and want to save 70%, guys, you can click here on the info icon in the corner, and yet you get access here to my special TradingView Black Friday discount link. So okay, guys, so that would mean when the trend channel here is on point, that the top of this trend channel would be here around in the $69 to $70 range. As I said, if the bull market continues, it is possible that we're just crawling up here a little bit for the next weeks, but sooner or later, guys, I mean, nothing goes up in a straight line like that. There has to be a pullback, and it is just a matter of time. It was the same situation here. Already here, the market makers, you know, I think started to sell off their positions. They created here one more squeeze here, that FOMO kicked in, and you can see then they pulled the rug as the rug here. As soon as we hit the top of this trend channel here, you can see the sell-off started to kick in. Usually that means, yeah, to talk about now the case that we almost here on at the top of the trend channel, that would mean that we pull back to the bottom of this trend channel here. And when we just see a straight line today, that would mean that the bottom is here around in the $45 range. So whoever bought in here back in 2023 or earlier, I think you don't need to care, because even if we pull back a little bit more, for now the technical bottom is here waiting in the $45 range and higher for Palantir. So that looks really promising. You can see all the orange lines here in the chart and all the orange fields, guys. These are gaps to the downside. This is usually not good. Yeah, sooner or later those gaps need to get filled. You can see we had the same situation here back in 2021. There was one open gap in the daily chart at $16. Palantir squeezed to $45. When someone is telling you, hey, we come back down to $16 or lower, you would not believe this guy. But guys, this is what happens here. And you can see here in January 2021, so more or less 1 year later, we closed this gap. So I don't say that Palantir goes back here to $10, but I just want to show you that we have a lot of open gaps in this chart here, and this is not healthy at all. Sooner or later, at least parts of those gaps start to get filled. And we know that the bottom of this trend channel can act as a support, like we see that here. But when a bear market is kicking in, guys, this is not a strong support. So that is possible that we come even back lower. And the previous make it or break it price level for Palantir was $27.50. This was the level where the market makers decide to keep the price below. That's why I personally strongly believe that latest here, I know you don't want to hear that because we're trading at $66, but in favor, or if we're trading here in a bear market, I think $27.50 is maybe something like the bottom, the technical bottom for Palantir. If they, of course, don't dilute the stock, what I don't believe, because we have here $150 billion market capital, and that is, of course, very strong. I said that in the beginning, guys, that I usually talk here about short squeeze stocks. I love to predict short squeezes, guys. I upload here every week my so-called hot stock videos. If you like to trade short squeeze stocks, guys, I can just recommend those videos here. Every Sunday I release those videos, and that means the ticker which I show in these videos have very high squeeze potential. And usually when those tickers are released, that means that I expect those tickers to squeeze in the very few next days. We had here already one big short squeeze this week, guys. 109% was this squeeze here. And of course, also here 1 day later, we had also a bigger squeeze of 220%. I have to screenshot that again, guys. One of our tickers squeezed here more than 200%. And if you want to see those tickers, guys, you can, of course, join in here our trading community. The most popular membership which we have is the full package membership here on Patreon. You can see all the member benefits here. We're growing every day, guys, every day new members joining in. And if you also want to join in, you can click here the info icon in the corner. Then you get access here to the Patreon member link. Yeah, guys, the biggest squeezes which I predicted in October was this one here, 854%. That was a really big one. You can also see that was just one day after my video release, and in September was even a more violent one here. In total, we squeezed 1,400% in just 2 days, guys. So of course Palantir squeezed here also 1,000% in a few years, and this ticker squeezed 1,400% in just 3 days. So that is of course crazy and not usual, but you can see that it is possible to predict short squeezes. My friends, that was the update here on Palantir. Don't forget to take advantage of your discount here for TradingView. Very limited offer right now for just 1 or 2 more days. I thank you so much, guys. I wish you a blessed day. Happy Thanksgiving for you and your families, and see you in the next video. Arigatou gozaimasu, vielen Dank, alles Gute und bis zum nächsten Video. Take care. Bye bye, guys.